Yes, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Egal Talks Football. We're back again with another video, and I got another wonderful guest for you guys today. I got my boy Judge Mo is going to be coming in from Footy Judge Mo. Of course, if you guys don't know, get to know the link to his channel is in the title of the video, so you don't have to go anywhere to go subscribe to his channel also. But before we go any further, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you haven't noticed, the setup's a little different. We got this wonderful QR code right here. Where is it? There it is. There's the QR code right there for none other than Infinity Shield VPN. This is going to be the channel sponsor for now until the end of the year. And you guys can also get a 30% discount on Infinity Shield VPN. All you need to do is type in EGAL30 in the code when going on the website. The link is in the description, or you can scan the QR code, and they have some great offers for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. If you need a VPN just for 24 hours because you're going somewhere where you're not 100% sure about it, you can get that for free. You need it for a month, you can get it for the little amount of £3, literally £3. You probably spend more on a sandwich on a daily basis than £3. And if you need it for 6 months to a year, you can get it for between 15 to 24. That is peanuts compared to some of the other services that you have out there. So go check it out, guys, and let's get this show started. My boy, I'm gonna add Mo right now. Mo, how you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm scanning the QR code, bro. I'm literally scanning the QR code.
I see you. I see you doing the thing, grabbing the phone.
What is it about, bro?
Let's get it. Let's get it.
People that are watching this, even in the replay, guys, you can just actually scan the QR code. Help my guy Infinity Shield VPN. And just do it. I got VPN myself, but this is great to have it free for 24 hours. Fantastic, actually.
Free for 24 hours. I'm telling you. Listen,
it's great, actually.
Before we go any further, I just want to say, Mo, big up your thing, bro. I big up everything you're doing, because I see you're doing good things, man. And I remember you were on my channel back in the day. We were watching AFCON final.
Really?
Watch along. AFCON final. Mo Salah, Egypt.
Oh, that's Senegal and Egypt.
Yeah. It's been a lot. It come a long way. From doing just little inter streams on other channels to now running your own channel. Mashallah, it's a good thing. Alhamdulillah. Always remember to say alhamdulillah, everyone. But before we go any further, today's stream, I wanted to talk to you about Arsenal, because I've seen you call us rubbish before the Inter game, and exactly what you said happened. We came to your ground and we lost. You criticized us going into the Chelsea game. You said we're going to drop more points, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I said you're going to get 2 to 3 points from 3 games: Liverpool, Newcastle, and Chelsea. You got 2 points.
There you go. So
I said that on your channel, actually.
And you've also,
I think it was you and Saad that called me crazy. You both said that you're crazy.
Bro, you have been on our case. Now, before we get into the problems and the concerns, just tell me, why is it that you feel like, do you think we got are too big for our boots over the last year? We just got too excited?
No, I think your manager got scared, and I told you that before. I think the trauma from last season, from the West Ham game, when you missed like 6 clear-cut chances, and then you didn't win the game, and the Villa game. And I think this season as well, he kind of got scared, bro. In the Villa game, you dominated Villa, imposed your will, did everything you wanted. And then at the end, Villa were that close to win the game. And from that point on, and I want the people in the chat to let me know, and I want people that are watching this on the replay to let me know. I put it down as Arteta got too scared to actually open up and play very expensive football like the second half of the season. And it backfired, and the defenders got worse, and everything got worse in the team in terms of like defensively and offensively as well. And now, you know, when you do thing, and then when you do something and it kind of get like so big from you, and you're trying to catch every corner from it like a dough, and then you kind of stretched it, and then you're trying to catch every corner of it. I think that's what happened to him. And we've been watching in the Chelsea game. Arsenal were on the front foot. I thought Arsenal were the closer team to win. And then it takes one mistake, and then Arsenal drop 2 points again against Newcastle. It takes one mistake from the 2 center backs to be away from each other. and not stopping a cross coming in, and Arsenal are just boom 1-0 down, and then you couldn't come back. Against Inter, the same. You had all the ball in the second half, you just couldn't come back. And it's not about Arteta being bad. I just think Arteta lacks the experience to act in if I call it a crisis at the current moment for Arsenal, to be honest.
Crisis. Do you think that's a little bit of a stretch?
No, it's not.
Okay, elaborate.
Why? Okay. Arsenal ended last season on a very high note, like doing fantastic. I'm one of the people in the summer that said Arsenal, one of the favorites, if not the favorites, to win the game. You ended last season amazing, and I was being called by a lot of people, and you know that, an Arsenal glazer. Why do you praise him so much? And I thought it was warranted to praise Arsenal in the summer, especially I thought Moreno coming in very unlucky, and it were Calafiori. And then I was a little bit disappointed with Raheem Sterling because I thought you'd actually sign any forward. It doesn't matter what it is, but not Raheem Sterling. So from that point on, you should have had a continuation. Basically, the reason why you should have a continuation, not Man City, is that because you lost. If you won the league, I would understand that he's resetting the team. But you didn't win. Then you lost the league. So that's what I thought, that you have a continuation. Season starts, you play Wolves, good. You play Villa, almost lost. And then from that point on, the red cards, the performances, the Inter away game, the Atalanta game, the Brighton game, and you can go on and on and on about these things. And people think I'm very harsh on Arsenal because I held Arsenal to a higher standard than the majority of you because of how amazing you were in the second half of the season after the Dubai last season. By the way, the word disaster and the word crisis is a very relevant to where you are. Like, if this was a different team, it's not a crisis. For example, and let me give you an example of it. If today Southampton are mid-table and they lose 3-4 games, it's not a disaster or crisis for them. But for Arsenal, I think to be that far from Liverpool, it is a crisis. It's literally a crisis.
Let me say one thing. I understand this is not normal, in the sense that we've had slightly a bit of an over-reliance on set pieces and certain goals and a certain type of chance creation, which is just crossing the ball in at times. But overall, I think we have to look at certain things, Mo. And these things that I've been saying, people have been putting down. So let me know what you think. Do you think the fixtures that we've had, injuries, and a little have massively impacted our perception of based on our performances?
Some, because not all. Some.
Okay. So can you understand that starting off the season facing Tottenham, Aston Villa, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Newcastle, these are not easy, great games, especially the majority of those being away from home, only the Liverpool game being at home.
Not easy, never said easy, but again, I would say 9 points behind Liverpool is too much, no matter what. Because people think that when we say, oh, the red cards affected the performances, I haven't seen you being good before the red cards. In the Newcastle game, you weren't good. Before Inter scored, you weren't good. Before you got the red card by Saliba, you weren't great. Even for the Manchester City game, let me just tell you.
So we've been terrible all season, you're saying?
Not terrible. You've been all right, not up to the standard that you should be to win the Premier League.
Okay,
the word terrible is a stretch. Okay. Are you terrible and irrelevant to where you were last season? Probably yes. Are Man City have been horrific, relevant to what they had last season? Yes, but the difference between you and them are 4 points. They racked some points up. You didn't. And they saved the points against you. That it could have been that. Just I want you to imagine Man City at the current moment are 4 points ahead of you, and you have been horrific. Horrific, by the way.
Okay. How about this, though? Is there a case to be said that it's understandable that Liverpool have had a really good start to the season, Arsenal have had a poor start to the season, but things can swing? I understand 9 points seems like a lot right now. And I understand. I agree with you. Arsenal have not had as good as a start as last season or the season prior. Just look at the points; it's pretty straightforward. But I do think there's signs for improvement. One, we're gonna have some of our key players back, which we
Mhm.
heavily rely upon in the attack. Let's be honest. If Liverpool were to lose Mo Salah or they were to lose Van Dijk for a significant period, they would be hurting similar to Man City and Arsenal
Do you
have been hurting at times this season.
do you believe I have an agenda against Arsenal? Honest.
No, I don't, because I've heard people say you have an agenda for Arsenal.
Okay.
So I think
Do
you're
you want me to tell you one thing?
I think
And
you're
people
somebody
in the
who
chat,
gives your
I'm not gonna.
opinion.
I'm a reactionary guy. But let me
No,
tell
no,
you
no.
in the chat,
I don't
I
even
am
call
a
you
reactionary
reactionary.
person. I'm a reactionary person.
I just think you say I think you say what you see at the time, and if things change, you're willing to change your opinion.
Let
because
me tell
things
you
evolve.
how, for people that don't understand. You guys know that at the current moment, the Arsenal game after the Sporting Lisbon against West Ham away. If this was Arsenal last season, I would say it's 100% a win. You know, I don't trust the Arsenal will win this game as like, okay, clear cut. It's a 3 points in the bag. I know you
Are you
might
at
think
home?
so. No, you're away.
That's a tough game. But
Exactly.
you
It
wanna know the honest
shouldn't be
truth?
a tough game.
You wanna know the honest truth? We have 2 games to focus on the league. I'm not looking ahead to Sporting. You're going too far ahead.
No. You have
There's no
Forest and
guarantee.
West Ham. That's it.
There's no guarantee we beat Nottingham Forest the way
But
we've been
I think
playing.
you will. I am way more comfortable of you beating West Ham, Nottingham Forest at home than West Ham away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We actually
Because
West Ham.
I've watched the Forest game at
What if their
home
manager
against
gets
Newcastle.
sacked?
Who?
West
Lopetegui.
Ham's manager.
I don't know who
That
they're
could,
gonna hire. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume something. You know what I mean?
no, I'm saying that
He might get sacked, to be honest with you, because West Ham play Newcastle away, and most likely they're gonna lose that game. Most likely they're gonna lose that game.
hey, you never know. But quickly, let's talk about our Arsenal's next coming games. Then, fair. If we just look at Arsenal's next game, Nottingham Forest, I need to see better performances. I'm not
No,
really
no.
looking at. I'm not
I
looking
want
only at the results, Mo. Early in the
both.
season, I was
Both.
looking past some of the performances and I was looking just at the results. Now that we haven't gotten a bunch of results, we have to look at the performances. And I do
Both,
agree
yeah.
with you. Maybe it was a little bit of copium from me before the Inter game, but I'm confident that we will turn this around. And if you're questioning why, here's my time to tell you why. I think Arsenal can turn around with Martin Odegaard being back. I think our creativity goes from struggling to tenfold. Our ability to hold on to possession and recycle the ball in the middle of the pitch improves massively. With a more balanced midfield, with playing a natural 10 in that system rather than Trossard, which I put down to Mikel Arteta's tactics, because I think Mikel Arteta tactically he made a mistake. He has a developing young player in Ethan. He should have played
Mhm.
Ethan. But the first concern that I have, I'm gonna
Can I
mention.
stop you? Do you know why? Okay. For people that think that oh my God, Mo, you said the creativity. I know that Odegaard coming back, the creativity is there. We have all watched the freaking Chelsea game and the genius pass he made for Martinelli, right? We all know
Yeah.
that. We all know now when Odegaard is back, Saka's going to look better. Everyone knows that in the world. And anyone that says otherwise, you have an agenda. It's very simple, right? Odegaard, in the second half of last season, looked terrific, amazing and terrific. And we know that,
Number
right?
one.
That's just simple. Let's get it out of the way so we don't have to discuss it, right? If Arsenal are not creative, we're gonna be here on the same channel here, my channel or on Football Terrace, and we're gonna be discussing completely different topics, by the way. If with Odegaard they're not creative.
I think there's a
I
deeper
have another
conversation.
problem with you. The
One
defense.
second before we go to the next problem, I just want to go to the actual solution. Odegaard being back, giving Ethan a chance, and the number one thing that is over all of those, going back to Arteta. He needs to make adjustments in the midfield to get the best out of our team. He cannot continue to go with Havertz or Trossard in the midfield when Odegaard is out of the game. It can't happen.
Why are you saying Odegaard's out of the game?
No, if Odegaard ever is out again,
okay, that's a different bridge. Let's just
because we lack goal scorers from the midfield. With Odegaard being gone, Declan Rice wasn't able to actually be as much of a threat.
He is someone that he needs to figure out how to use the guy.
Yeah,
Mikel Arteta. There's no use for the guy at the current moment. He's on the bench.
And you notice how Odegaard being out creates so much inconsistencies across the midfield between other players and just causes so much disruption. He's such a key piece to our
But I
team.
don't know. But you can't say that. Like you
Bro,
can't.
I really do think him not being in the
Because I
pitch,
believe
him
Saka's
not being
more
on the pitch, we
important than
don't hold
him,
on to the
bro.
ball, bro. It's like you not having I don't know. It's like you not having what's the Turkish brother's
Barella
name?
or Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Yeah,
Yeah. If you
completely
don't have him,
disrupts the whole team.
who's the safety blanket? Who's gonna get the ball under pressure?
Him. And he's gonna turn him. It's that guy.
Yeah. So he's our safety blanket. He's the guy who, when everybody else is in trouble, Odegaard comes.
But didn't
saves
you
the
win
day.
against Southampton and Leicester without the guy? Am I mistaken?
Okay. Now, Leicester game, yes, we killed it without him in that game.
Didn't
right?
you completely dominated PSG without him in terms of like creativity?
Yes. But guess what happens?
So that is wrong
Guess
assumption
what
from
happens
you,
now?
bro.
After a couple games, teams start to figure you out, and you need to start.
But they might figure it out with Odegaard. The problem with Odegaard is creativity, is not holding the ball. I think Thomas Partey, Moreno, and Declan Rice can hold the ball. The problem is you don't know who to give it to. There's only one outlet, which is Bukayo Saka. Odegaard is the second outlet. The problem isn't holding to the ball. The problem is, okay, first phase of the game, Partey, Rice, and Moreno can have the ball. And then the second phase, there's only one output, which is Saka. When Odegaard is there, there's two. That's very good. Two is double the number. People don't like. I play football, and when my main playmaker is out, I have a very good winger as well. Right, my strikers are not like they hold the. I play different position with different formation. But when one of the main guys that is the second phase, third phase is out, you're struggling, and that's the problem. I think it's not about holding the position ball. It is about who to pass to, bro.
Okay, right? What's your solution then?
There's no solution. Odegaard has to play, or he plays Ethan Nwaneri and trust the kid.
That's what I'm saying.
It's there, bro. It's there.
There's three solutions for me. One, you sign another attacker. Two, you play Ethan. Or three, you tactically have to change the way you play.
Simple. Play two striker formation with completely two midfielders and two wingers. Turn it to 4-4-2 and just do that. Maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm not worried. I'm not worried, bro.
No one's worried. We're having a conversation.
I'm not worried about offensively. I'm worried about defensively, bro. This
season. You know what? Maybe we can take a second to now talk about Arda, since we're talking about signings.
Who cares about Arda Guler?
Why are you laughing? Why are you saying that?
Because he's insignificant to you now. He's insignificant.
I know. I know
that you haven't watched Arda Guler.
1 second. I watched him in the Euros.
Exactly. You did the Enzo thing that Chelsea did for Enzo. He hasn't played enough minutes in Real Madrid for you to watch him in the league. And he hasn't even played in Turkey enough minutes. Me and Terry did this earlier. You only watched him in the Euros, right? With Turkey, where the passion is going. Enzo Fernandez for Argentina.
Wait. Are you saying Arda Guler in the January window would not improve Arsenal?
What? No, you need better. He's not going to come in as he's not going to play any role in your team at all.
Really? You think he's going to ride the bench?
Where is he going to play? I said the only place he can play is left winger. By the way, he played left winger. So he can play, he can be Saka backup on the right wing. He can't be Odegaard backup at all. At all, by the way. I'm just telling you.
Why?
Odegaard plays so much deeper than what Arda Guler can do in the Premier League. Are you mad?
No, but he's definitely better at holding on to the ball and possession.
Where are you getting this from?
Okay.
I want to know, where is your information coming from? Watching him at the Euros?
Mostly.
Or watching him in the league? You know that people playing international football completely different than when you play the club level.
Okay. I agree with you there. But also, I'm just looking at the guy's raw talent. I think he could
fantastic talent. I said that. Phenomenal talent.
He would add creativity. He would be another attacking option to our attacking depth. And let's be honest.
So why do you think he's better than Ethan Nwaneri? He's only 2 years older.
No. I'm not saying he's not better. I'm saying more is better, because right now we lack attacking options. We lack a lot of different type of creative players, and he's somebody who could fill in holes.
The only place I'll believe you is if he plays left wing and then he plays as an inside
Do you
forward.
think he starts over Martinelli and Trossard today?
The problem is I don't think he has the experience to do this at all. The kid is 19, if I'm not mistaken. He's 19, 20, hasn't played enough league games for you. Egal, you're treating Arsenal different than what I think about them. You are at the end of the race. This is not an experiment. Arda Guler, it's a risk, right? It might work, it might not. If you're asking, Egal, I think you have to look at this from a different perspective. If you are Man City and you want a triple, you can afford to go and get an Arda Guler as an experiment, right? Yeah. You aren't.
Yeah.
You know what you did? You know Arda Guler, it might work, it might not work. I had a rant about Raheem Sterling and about Chiesa. Do you know why? For Arsenal and for Liverpool. Because I wanted someone to be able to challenge Man City, right? It's not because I like Arsenal or Liverpool, but because people don't understand when you are now at the last place and you're the last steps and you want to challenge, you're not going to get an experienced player. What is the percentage that Arda Guler work or not work? 50-50, right? What is the if you're asking me, fork the money for Gyökeres. Forget these half-ass 50-50 project signings, bro. Forget that.
You want to know something, Mo? I honestly don't think we're going to sign a striker.
Sign a left winger. Who cares? Just get somebody. Let them go and get somebody, bro. I don't know who. Fork the money for Kudos. You know what? I don't know who.
Let me ask you a question.
Amitoma.
I have a player we're linked to in the Serie A. Let me know. What's the likelihood of Atlanta selling Lookman?
Atalanta are always a selling club. For the right price, they would sell anybody. They will sell their manager.
They sell Lookman for 60 million.
You know, the problem is, if you get Lookman, okay, so to be honest with everyone, I don't watch a lot of Serie A, and people know that. I watch only Inter and the bigger games.
But you watch more than me, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but Lookman, what is Lookman gonna do? He's better than Havertz.
Lookman is a good left winger.
He's not an actual left winger.
That's where he plays.
Well,
he plays there for Nigeria. He plays there for Atlanta.
Might be.
He's somebody who
I like Lookman, to be honest.
We need somebody who's willing to take their man on shoot and not be scared. And honestly, Lookman's a little bit more developed than Martinelli right now.
He is, and Lookman is very, very good. I just think that he's a half striker, half player, bro. Like, no problem. You know what I mean? Like, he is.
No, but that's most good wingers are half strikers.
Kvaratskhelia is literally a winger.
I know, but we're not going to go for Kvaratskhelia especially when Napoli are in a title race.
Yeah, Atalanta are in a title race as well. So
I know, but Atlanta's going to fall off. Let's be honest; they're not going to be. It's going to come down to Juventus going to fall off. All of these guys are going to fall off. It's going to come down to Inter.
You know what the problem is like Lookman is. You guys watch. You know, it's a two striker formation, and he doesn't play like an actual left.
Arda Guler doesn't get game time at Real Madrid. You think he's going to come to Arsenal and he's not going to
get game time over who?
He'll be part of the rotation.
So it's not game time. Is he ever going to bench Odegaard? You know, Odegaard plays every single.
Yeah, Odegaard's going to play every game. He's not benching Odegaard.
So where is he going to play then? Do you think Saka's going to be benched?
He's going to rotate from. Honestly, he's going to take Ethan's minutes probably.
What is Ethan's minutes anyway? What are you talking about, bro?
I honestly.
You don't copy him. Why is he going to take Ethan's minutes? Ethan minutes? What minutes?
He's a better option than Raheem Sterling, no?
Yeah. By the way, 50-50, I don't know.
I honestly think Arsenal are not going to go and make a major signing in January, bro. That's why we're linked to underwhelming signings like academy, youth players, or whatever you want to call Arda Guler. I rate him though. I think he's a quality player.
You rate him because you watched him at the Euros.
I watched him when he was in Fenerbahce.
I swear if you tell me, Mo, you're going to take Arda Guler tomorrow, I'm going to tell you,
You would take him at Inter.
To do what? To do what?
He wouldn't fit in your team?
To do what? What is
He
the
wouldn't be
rule
a
for
creative
Arda
option?
Guler? Actually, Arda Guler doesn't suit our team, but that's the reality. But to do what? Why is Arda Guler? Okay, here's the thing. I would take him out my team because my team is complete.
Wouldn't he add creativity to your team?
He might, but I haven't seen enough from the guy. I don't know the guy.
Wouldn't he add squad depth to your team?
Yeah, anybody. You would add a squad depth to our team.
Wouldn't he add a reliable backup?
You add a squad. You yourself
Wouldn't he
add a squad depth.
So creativity,
Reliable is reliable. No, reliable. Egal, you haven't even watched him to say reliable. The guy can play.
You know what? Maybe I'm crazy because today I heard Endrick.
Brahim Diaz would be a better signing than him.
Wallahi, bring me Brahim Diaz, bro. At this moment in time, I'll take him.
Like Arda Guler, and people don't understand.
Brahim Diaz might start.
I am always like this. I always say this. I can't deny the kid's talent. He's talented. I watched him at the Euro. Looks very good, right? But it's a 50-50 thing. I'm not saying he's not gonna work or he's gonna work. But let me ask you something, Egal. Let me give you names. Who's more chances? Who would you take? Who would you take before Arda Guler? Would you take Lookman?
Yes.
Kvaratskhelia?
Yes.
Isak?
Yes. But
Anthony Gordon?
Oh, 100%.
Harvey Barnes?
No.
You wouldn't take Harvey Barnes. That is someone that is proven to play left wing for you.
I don't rate Harvey Barnes.
Over Arda Guler, who's 50-50.
To be honest, I know more about Harvey Barnes.
Mitoma? You took Mitoma?
Yeah, listen, I get your point. You're saying
my point is, it might work and it might not. And if it doesn't work, you just wasted a signing.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Wasted a spot.
Gyökeres is available for 85 million. He's not
available now, and Arsenal fucked up because now Amorim is gonna have him at Man United, and you all know this.
100%, bro.
You all know this. You fucked up.
I don't think Arteta wants a striker, bro.
He's a dickhead if he doesn't want a striker, bro.
I don't think he wants a striker.
Why?
These guys are looking at a left winger. They're looking at the striker market, and they're saying to themselves, they're not willing to go in for them right now.
Why? Because of Havertz. Do you think that's because of Havertz, though?
I think they believe in Havertz, and I think they're the area where they believe they can.
Or do you believe it has to work with Havertz?
Pretty much. I think the area where they want to improve right now is left wing in the short term. In the long term, maybe
short term left wing, and then you're telling me they're gonna sign Arda Guler. You're kidding, right?
I don't.
Can you be serious?
One second. I don't think Arda Guler is being signed as a winger, bro. I think
so who's your left winger? You just made a statement, right? And you said left winger is what they're looking at. Tell me the names that you're linked to left winger in the short term.
You want to know something?
Lookman.
It's literally Lookman, Rafinha.
Have you seen Barcelona's statement about? Have you seen
I know.
150 million.
They're not selling him. Who else? That's really it, bro. Like, we're not linked to too many wingers. I can't think of many wingers that we're linked to. Eze, we were linked to in the January, in the summer.
You can go and try to get Barcola from Paris Saint-Germain.
I don't think Arsenal wants Barcola. We haven't even been linked to him.
Why?
We haven't been linked to him once.
But listen, I'm not a scout, bro. That's not my job or your job. That's their job. That's their job.
Right now, I'm gonna tell you something, Mo. I have no faith in us improving our team in January.
And then what?
I think Arsenal's going to have to find their improvements within.
All right.
Guys like Martinelli are going to have to up their game. Declan Rice is going to have to up his game. What do you call it? Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz are going to have to sustain the way that they were playing at the beginning of the season and try to get it going again. Odegaard's going to have to be back to his best. We're going to have to see the likes of Timber and Calafiori hold it down until Ben White is fully back fit. And I really do think we can go on a run.
What about Arteta trying to actually improve the players that he has, like the Gabriel Jesus? At least improve the guy.
I don't know what to say about Gabriel Jesus, man. He seems.
I have
finished.
No idea.
He seems finished. He seems finished. Like, he, at least before, he used to give us something in the cup games. He used to give us something in the Champions League. this season, he comes
Every
on
time,
and
every time he played, he looked
he
absolutely
doesn't look like
horrific.
he's gonna do anything.
Yeah, he looked horrific, to be honest. Every time he played, looked horrific.
And he's trying to be selfish. He's trying to do it by himself, and it's literally costing us goal scoring opportunities.
Listen, for me, you have the problem is that Raheem Sterling signing was a risk, and it was just garbage.
You know what? Let's talk about this though. We spoke about all these signings. What can Arsenal do in the short term? We have an attacking depth issue. You know, we only have 6 forwards.
That's good. That's very good. That's amazing, actually. On
What?
paper, that's amazing.
6 forwards is
Liverpool don't have 6 forwards. They have 5 only.
no, but let me name the forwards. How about that? It's
Uh,
Havertz, Jesus, Saka, Sterling, Martinelli, and Trossard.
It should, on paper, that's it. The numbers are enough, though. It's about the performances. No. The number is good. 6 forwards for 3 positions is actually very good.
Okay.
Chelsea have the same. Chelsea have Neto, Sancho, Modric, Madueke, Jackson, and Nkunku. 6. Same as you. No, 6. Yeah, 6.
No,
6.
They have way more, bro. They also have that
they
Gui
don't.
guy.
Who gives a Gui guy? Can you just stop it?
Yeah. Overall, I don't rate.
Felix is a 10. Felix is a 10. Palmer is a 10. That's I mean that the actual forwards. My problem with Arsenal.
I don't rate Sterling. I don't rate Jesus.
I don't. Okay.
I think we only have 4 forwards basically that are productive.
You basically, to be honest with you, you have 1 forward as difference maker.
Saka.
That's it. The rest are just pillars.
No, I think Havertz has been reliable.
Reliable.
Maybe you can say we have an over-reliance on Saka to be the main outlet, but it's common. It's common that people have one standout. What I think Arsenal need to do, and Mo, if we're serious as a football club, we genuinely need to go.
Are you serious as a football club?
I don't think we are. At times, I question. At times, I question if we are willing to do anything it takes to win, because I see other clubs like Chelsea, Man United, Man City continue to purchase and try to get themselves another solution, where Arsenal, if we get a solution and if that solution doesn't work out, we can't really go and get another solution.
It's not doom and gloom. It's not doom and gloom. The problem for me is the
we
problem
don't solve our problems quick enough. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, it takes a while. Like, it took you a year to solve the left-sided midfielder. There is a gap between Xhaka leaving and signing Moreno. Did you notice?
Hey, but we still did well.
He did well with what he had. Can I just tell you something? Imagine if you signed a left-sided midfielder last season instead of shoving Havertz there for half a season and Havertz playing up top from minute 1. I just want you to imagine the situation. Hey, imagine if you went and got a Zielinski from Napoli at that time. 29 years old, played left-sided midfield. Imagine if you went, imagine if you went to Inter and said, he's 90 million, he's 80 million, give us Barella to play next to Odegaard. We're a serious club. We let Jacques go. Imagine that. You got Declan Rice, fine as a DM. Imagine if you spent money on somewhere else. Imagine, you don't have to have 90, 80 million. Imagine if you went and signed a left-sided midfielder for 40 million and instead of shoving Havertz there. Imagine that.
We could have got Kudus.
Kudus is not a left-sided midfielder. He's a winger. But
instead of Havertz, I mean, a lot of people are talking about.
Not instead of Havertz. Forget instead of Havertz. I said in addition to Havertz.
You know, the thing is, though, I always feel like whenever we do get something, we're leaving ourselves away from something else.
Short. You're always short, bro.
Always. Yeah, it's like you go to the store. Don't get me wrong. I'm one of the biggest fans of the manager and the team, but my criticism is, why is it that it's almost like it's a parent telling them you have to pick one, you can't have both.
Yeah, why is Sterling not? I know that a lot of people say Nico Williams is bad this season and everything. Yeah, but he had a good season. Good
Nico Williams apparently didn't want to come.
Okay, no. What I mean is that why Sterling not Neto? For example,
they didn't want to spend 50 million on a player.
Exactly. Oh, let's get Let's get that cheaper option, and maybe Arteta can work wonders with the guy. So if it doesn't work, you're leaving the guy short, Arteta. And now here we are, like fans criticizing Arsenal, where Arsenal should be on 25, 26 points at the current moment. Winning
And
games.
you know what? We also should be on at least 100 likes by now in the video. So please don't do that. Good segue, my brother. So please, guys, how do we only have 40 likes? We have 150 people in the chat. Do me a favor, please do hit that like button. And a lot of people are saying the tactics and the coaching is the biggest concern at Arsenal. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. I just see the problems. I don't know if it's tactics and coaching, but I believe one thing. Every time Arteta opened up, people, you conceded a goal.
So our defense is a problem.
Let me tell you. Let me give you. Okay. People think I'm speaking out of my ass. Let me tell you. Against Villa, you dominated Villa, right? Who created the most chances? Your Villa?
Villa.
2 clear-cut chances. You almost lost the game, bro.
No, but those were on the counter. Those are quick.
Which is the problem. Last season, against Man City, it took one dribble from the right side from Savio or whoever. Your defense is wide open in between. Brighton, same. Isak, free. Right? Against Inter, we bypass your press. We hit the post. We had Bisek, bro. We had Bisek one-on-one from halfway line, bro. Halfway line.
But you know what it is, though? It's not because of
I don't know what is the problem, bro.
I think it's very simple.
Can I give you the example? Can I give an example before you go on? Please, sorry. The Southampton goal that the guy scored, what's the Archer guy? I literally last week watched the goal 3-4 times to see, am I seeing ghosts or I'm seeing real things? Sterling loses the ball. The ball is played to the right side of Saliba. Last season, Saliba stopped that from happening, reads the play. What happened is the guy received the ball. Saliba ushered him into the 18. The guy dribbled onto Saliba's left foot, into the strongest foot of the guy. And then the guy picked the spot of the far post and scored. That play never happened last season. Saliba, number one, if he didn't intercept the play, he ushers the guy to the line, not inside the 18. Why? Why is that happening?
Why do you think that is?
I think it's a structural thing. I think it's...
You think Arteta is telling them to be less aggressive?
They haven't... No. I think defending is form. Defending is form. I don't think the guys have had consistently been defending in spaces. In the last 18 games of last season, consistently, Saliba and Gabriel were defending everyone on the pitch. Everyone on the pitch. So they got used to, I'm reading the game. Their focus is more of reading the game. But because of the red cards this season, because the way Arteta, Egal, you average 46% ball position this season, Egal.
I understand that.
So your players are not used to defending in spaces this season. So they are programmed of like, we defend them block. There is someone next to me. There's a guy. We're very close to each other. When they found themselves in spaces, they made mistakes.
But can I tell you why? One, obviously, playing 3 games with red cards is going to slightly change your thinking, and I do agree with you. Defending year to year can change. Arsenal coming into this season saying we're going to improve our defense, we're going to break Chelsea's record. We completely forgot that year to year defending can change. Like another
context
thing
as well, yeah.
Yeah, another thing, the high profile errors leading to goals. Some high profile errors leading to some of these goals, little simple mistakes that were being made, even some of the chances that were conceding happening to little lapses in concentration that we don't
concentration, that's the focus. Spaces.
And then the final thing, lack of consistency for the back line. Ben White coming in and out, Timber coming in and out.
Timber left and right. 4 games here, 3 games here.
Saliba red card. Call it excuses. Here's the solution.
That's the reality, though.
It is the reality. The solution is we have 2 quality center backs. You continue to play them. We have 2 left backs that we're going to be playing now that left backs and right backs that are going to be playing consistently. Try to get a consistent back line. Try to get some consistency and understanding between them. Because really and truly, Calafiori, Timber, Saliba, and Gabriel have not played many games together. So try to get them to play a lot more games together. Naturally, you're going to start to improve defensively, number 1. Number 2, I think Mikel Arteta and the coaching the way that they've been coaching the team from the attack up has not been good enough, because your best form of defense is holding onto the ball and having a good attack. So we need to focus on improving our attack, and naturally our defensive woes will diminish. And the
Not
fragility in
the
defense.
Forest game. The Forest game.
Okay, the Forest game is going to be a situation where we're going to have to
This is
defend.
it, bro. You know why
We're going
this
to have
is
to
it?
defend the wide channels and not let
Yes.
them hit us on the counter.
Yeah.
As for holding on to possession, we're going to be at home. We have to recycle the ball. We have to get them, and we have to be able to penetrate the defense and get a goal before they do. Because whenever we concede early or concede to a team, we drop points. So we cannot afford.
This is the game that I'm gonna test Saliba and Gabriel. This is first. You know why?
Chris Wood.
And Hudson-Odoi, Morgan Gibbs-White. These guys are so quick on the counter and transition. This is what I want Saliba and Gabriel to read the game early and stop them from playing. This is Arsenal of last season today. Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Calafiori. I know what is going to happen. You're going to attack. Saliba and Gabriel will be left isolated. One ball over the top. We need Saliba to read the game. We need Gabriel to read the game better. That's what we need. If they don't, by the way, I'm telling you from now, guys, for everybody that watches Footy Judge Mo and you watch Egal and we watch this on the Football Terrace and people think we have an agenda, I'm just telling you from now, guys. If Gabriel and Saliba don't be proactive defenders like what they did last season, I'm going to start questioning the personnel, not the coaching. The personnel.
Really?
100%. 100%. I have the same energy, bro. Same energy for everyone, bro.
What do you think is going to happen in the game? Because I'll tell you what.
I don't know. It depends on Gabriel and Saliba.
I think Forest's biggest threat is cutbacks, constantly cutting it back into the box. That's how they create a lot of their goals. And I think Saliba and Gabriel can deal with it on the ground. The thing is, in the air with Chris Wood, can he get the better of us? That's the only where
counterattacking is the thing. If they stop the play from happening before it happens, what I mean is that Nottingham Forest what they're gonna do. Once you lose the ball, you're gonna play a long ball to Chris Wood, hoping that he knocks it down to one of Elanga or Chris Wood or Morgan Gibbs-White that are coming in transition from behind your midfield. Thomas Partey is gonna play a big role. Declan Rice. I don't know what is going to happen with Declan Rice. But because again, is he going to play?
Must be one of the fastest players in the Premier League.
I don't know. Like Hudson-Odoi is so quick as well.
He's so quick.
He's faster.
He was faster than Rashford.
I watched Zaha, bro. Zaha is so quick. But to be honest, the fastest guy I watch is
faster than Zaha. I watch both.
I watch Vardy. Vardy is the quickest guy I've seen in the Premier League. I watched Vardy like 6 years ago, 5 years ago.
The fastest player I seen was this guy on Sporting when I went to the Europa League game. He was like, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, some players are so quick, but
yeah. But hey, getting back to the game, I think this is how it's gonna go. I think it's gonna be Arsenal get an early goal, and it's gonna be very, very nervy for majority of the game, and then it's gonna just be we get a second goal and we bury the game 2-0. I don't think it's gonna be a situation where Nottingham Forest come to our ground and smash us or anything like that, or beat us, or get a draw. I think it's just going to be Arsenal have a controlled 2-0, but not the best performance, but a little bit better. And then the West Ham game is where we finally open up and we see attacking football and we finally go and beat.
No, you're going to open up in this game. You're going to press them. You're going to absolutely.
Even with that being said, I don't think the scoreline is going to be high. I don't see Arsenal scoring 4 or 5 goals in this game.
No, I don't. But but I see you winning the game.
Yeah, people saying they see a draw. Liverpool obviously lost.
Why do people see a draw? Like, and also, how do people think that Forest it's 2-2?
Because they beat Liverpool.
They just got they lost to Newcastle 3-1 at home.
I know, but people don't think those correlate because they've had such a long break between time. The bookies have Arsenal winning 2-1.
Oh, what is this, Habib?
The predictors have Arsenal winning 2-1 on who scored.
2-1 only.
Yeah, they're saying Arsenal headed into international break, winless in 3 matches, had a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge, Gunnar suffer.
Do you
3
think the
touches.
pressure is gonna be?
Yeah,
Do you think your players are gonna be able to deal with the pressure now in this game?
bro, we're at home. We should be able to win on our home field. I'm not too concerned about the pressure. If we were away to Nottingham Forest, it would be a completely different pressure. But the fact that we're at home, that should relieve some of the pressure. You have the home support. You have Arsenal is still unbeaten at home. Don't forget that, right?
I think
We've not lost at our ground. So, and
you're
I
not
think the
gonna lose
last,
the game, bro. You're not gonna lose the game.
yeah, we're not going to lose the game. If we do lose the game, that's when you officially wrap it up and just call us frauds. Because
No,
this
if you
season,
draw the game,
even if we, unless there's, I don't know what circumstances I can sit there and defend any drop points versus Nottingham Forest at home in this game. Forget the fact that Liverpool lost to them. We need to catch up to Liverpool. If we don't see nothing more than a win versus Nottingham Forest, Liverpool are facing who? Southampton. There's no way they're dropping points. If Liverpool beat Southampton and we lose to Nottingham Forest, bro, forget about over. We're going to be in 10th. Do you know that? We're so close.
I'm looking at the table.
Man United win their game. They're 1 point
You
behind
won't
them.
be intense because Spurs are gonna lose to Man City, but yeah, you won.
No, I think Spurs will beat Man City.
No, I think.
Bro, you don't know Spurs? They lose to Ipswich. They lose to Crystal Palace. They lose to Galatasaray, but they beat Man City. That's how they are.
You know that Man City have not lost.
Remember this.
You know that Man City have not lost at the Etihad in like 2 years, you know that, or a year or something like that.
It's a Spursy thing to do.
They're not gonna win then. Bro. They're not.
Okay, they don't have to win. Even a draw. Even a draw is a big result for Tottenham in this situation because they're trying to get themselves back into that race. As for Liverpool, bro, why can't Liverpool fall off? People acting like Liverpool and Arne Slot.
What evidence do you have for them to fall off?
Bro, the evidence is in history when a manager comes in, they do get a downwards. There is a moment after 10 games when people have a larger sample size and they're able to study.
Are you calling Liverpool Spurs like last season?
No, I'm just saying it's common sense in every sport. Every sport, be it basketball, be it football.
I don't think they're gonna keep the winning streak, Egal, but they're not gonna fall off. Egal.
There's tendencies, there's things that people do, and there's more of a sample size. There's video footage now of you playing 10 Premier League games against different types of teams, home and away. And now people can pinpoint your strengths and weaknesses and prepare for you a little bit better now that they've seen what you're capable of doing.
Can I ask you something? What is more likely to happen? You getting better or Liverpool fall off?
With the opponents we're going to be playing and the opponents they're going to be playing, I do think the fixture swing is going to also impact the performances the results. So I do think they're going to correlate, and we're going to see Liverpool potentially dropping points to the Man Cities, to Newcastle, potentially Everton, potentially Tottenham, and then you're going to see Arsenal picking up the points versus the Nottingham Forest, the West Hams, and these guys.
Fulham's, yeah.
Fulham. I do think we can get those results, and with the fixtures swinging, I expect it to swing in our favor, and for results to start to for us to start to perform better. I do think when you see good performances and good results at the same time, you gain confidence and you become a better team. So Liverpool naturally have become a better team based on good form, but if they do get a couple cracks, a couple bad results, it can get into you and be like, you can start questioning yourself.
You can.
We've seen it last year with Tottenham. We've seen it in many situations in the past.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I don't see Liverpool falling off to the point that they're gonna be like destroyed or be like behind you or something, unless you go in like a 20-game run.
I think Arsenal currently are playing at their worst. We're 9 points behind. I think Liverpool are currently playing at their best. I don't see much more. I don't see a higher ceiling.
I actually don't think that Liverpool are playing at their best. Still another.
Luis Diaz performing the way he's performing, Mo Salah performing the way he's performing.
I think Liverpool are
Liverpool
are gonna start to put
the way that he's performing.
They're gonna start to put teams away earlier. That's my thing.
Bro, when you have fringe players or players who are not necessarily beloved and considered world class, performing at a world class level for a sustained period, like Gravenberch and Luis Diaz, is that sustainable?
It is sustainable. Like, I think Liverpool play a brand of football that is very sustainable, to be honest.
No, I'm saying can Gravenberch and Luis Diaz keep up the form that they've had all season?
I think Gravenberch can, yes.
Oh, fair. You think he's just that good?
He's that good, yes. I think it's that good.
I
I genuinely think that Gravenberch can keep up. The problem with the Nunes and the injuries and the guys up top, that is the main problem, Egal.
Okay, so do you not see Liverpool dropping points?
They will drop points. Nobody can. If Liverpool continue on that trajectory, they're gonna get a Centurion. They aren't.
Yeah, true.
They're gonna drop points.
So do you think Man City or Arsenal will be able to catch City?
I don't see you catching Liverpool. I see City catching Liverpool more than your chances, to be honest.
But you do know if Man City beat Liverpool, they're giving us a chance to catch up to them also.
Can I ask you something? What is the likely? See, if I don't do ifs. What is the more likely outcome for
Bro,
you?
what are you talking about? You don't do ifs.
Can I explain to you? No.
No, but half the conversations are ifs.
Yeah, but let me explain to you. What is the more likely outcome? Liverpool win at Anfield or Man City win at Anfield? Everyone in the chat, there's 160 people here.
The most likely outcome is a draw.
You think the most likely outcome at Anfield is Man City in this form to draw Liverpool?
Yeah.
Well, I disagree with you. I think the most likely outcome is Liverpool win.
I think the least likely result is Man City to win, and then Liverpool win is probably the second most likely result.
I disagree with you completely. Actually, I think the more likely. This is why the word "if" I can only do if it's a 50-50. But I believe that Liverpool winning is the more likely outcome. Second likely outcome is a draw. If City win, I'll be very surprised. I'll be very surprised. Very surprised. So literally, Liverpool at home, the more likely outcome is Liverpool winning, not anything else. City at Anfield. If you ask City fans, would you take a point now and run away with it? They'll tell you yes, we'll do it now. So, with all due respect, Egal, your if can only matter when it's a 50-50, not if it's a more likely outcome. Everyone in the chat is telling the more likely outcome is Liverpool winning, Egal. That's the if. That's the if. You can't have the other. It's the same as if Nottingham Forest win at the Emirates. That's a massive if. That it's very less likely to happen that Nottingham Forest beat Arsenal at the Emirates. The more likely outcome is Arsenal win. I can say if it's a draw, maybe. But come on now.
Okay, let's look at this. Liverpool are facing Man City over the last couple of years. Draw last year. Draw the year. Liverpool win.
I win 1-0.
Liverpool win in the Community Shield. Liverpool Man City draw in 2021. Liverpool lost 4-1 in 2021 February.
You're trying to prove your point, Egal, but the more likely outcome in the current circumstances.
So most of the time, Liverpool either draw or win at their house versus Man City.
They never lose, bro.
They've only lost once.
They never lose, bro.
They've only lost once since 2011. Fuck,
at the Etihad, yes, Man City are favorites.
No, I mean at their ground.
At their ground, definitely Liverpool are favorites. Liverpool at their worst point, they defended for 90 minutes, hit counter-attack on Man City and literally won 1-0. And you're telling me that this good Liverpool team will not be able to beat this Man City? I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if Man City get a point, bro.
Am I just underselling Liverpool? Is that
yes, you are. In the current moment, you are.
You think I'm just coping?
You're not coping. You're just you're really saying you're thinking that this is the Liverpool of the last 5 games of last season. You're forgetting that this Liverpool team looks so. They lead the league in a lot of underlying stats, right?
Bro, it's crazy. Yeah,
that's not a coincidence. That's by design.
Okay,
you look very controlled.
They lead the league in goals per match. They lead the league in clean sheets. They lead the league in big chances. They lead the league in penalties awarded.
Expected goals on Expected goals on target, I'm sorry.
I'm not even looking at that. Then you look at the players. They have Mo Salah, top assister, top goal scorer, top for both. Mo Salah for most goal scoring per goal opportunities per game, expected goals. What do you call it? Mo Salah is literally like on everything.
They're like, it's not a coincidence that they're top of the league. This is not a
Okay,
coincidence.
so I'm not gonna be that guy, but Mo Salah is literally if he goes in bad form, they're finished.
Yes. Yes.
So
They're not finished, but
can't teams prepare for Mo Salah and try to neutralize him and see what Liverpool can do with the rest of this team?
how many teams have tried this over the years?
Nottingham Forest were successful at it.
That's one game off where everyone else was bad as well.
Arsenal for majority of the game was good until
but
the last minute
at
where
the end you just failed to do it.
Yeah, I think Mo Salah is literally.
Yeah, but also the other Luis Diaz is playing well. Darwin Núñez now is playing all right at some games. Diego Jota.
I would say Jota is better than Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, 100%. Do you know Diego Jota's come back?
Yeah, he's going to be back. Alisson's going to be back soon. But yeah, hey, if Liverpool win the league this year, I'm going to question Arteta. I don't know about other people.
It's what?
Because I think Arsenal have a better team than Liverpool. I think Arteta is a better manager than Arne Slot. I'm questioning how this happened.
It depends. But I'll question Arteta anyway now at the current moment.
I was speaking to Tom on my channel the other day. He was basically saying you can't do that because Liverpool have been kind of fortunate with everything going their way and not having to face as much adversity as us. Do you think Liverpool?
Yeah, but also at the same time, at some point you'll have to try something else if it doesn't work. Anything else, just keep trying the same thing and it doesn't work. Especially with Pep Guardiola renewing the contract, bro. Don't you think like you need to try something else at the same time? Like
people think Arsenal going to finish fourth. I don't think it's going to get to the point where we're that far out.
No, I don't think so. Fourth.
I think right now people need to realize we're still a good team. We don't all of a sudden just lose everything.
No, you don't. So yeah,
even if people are making it seem like right now this is how we're going to be for the rest of the season, we have we can still massively improve. Don't count your chickens. I still think
you have a room to improve. You definitely have room to improve.
But do you think we will? That's where
I think you will. You can only improve from where you were in the last 11 games.
You know what? We just need to see it. Hopefully in the next coming days, we got 46 games in like 6 weeks. 46 games in 6 weeks in the Premier League. So
I know. 40. It's 25 days of games and only 20 days of no games. So
crazy, non-stop content for us. It's gonna be a busy time. But guys, go check out Mo's channel. Did we answer all the questions? 1 second. There's
one super chat I didn't do actually.
Oh no, we did.
Oh yeah.
We did do it's a super chat. We spoke about everything. Yeah, we pretty much touched on everything. By the way, before we go any further, do you give Arsenal any hopes in the Champions League?
Not at the current moment.
How many teams do you think are better than us in the Champions League?
I don't know. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Inter, Manchester City, Liverpool, Barcelona. I don't know who else.
Can you name 4 more teams?
4 more. I need to look at the team. Let me look at the teams then so I can know exactly.
Okay, let me pull it up 1 second.
I'm looking up the teams that are better than them.
1 second.
Okay, let me say the teams that I think if you face the no. Let me tell you the teams that I think if Arsenal face the teams.
1 second. Okay, so you got Liverpool.
Better than okay. Let me just play this game. I'm just gonna say the teams that if Arsenal face them, the other team is favorites, right?
Okay.
For me, Liverpool, yes. Sporting, no, your favorites. Monaco, your favorites. Brest, your favorites. Inter are favorites. Barcelona are favorites. Dortmund, your favorites. Aston Villa, I think it's 50-50. Atalanta, I think you are favorites. Man City, they are favorites. Juventus, 50-50. 50-50. I'll say
Really?
that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. They have Leverkusen. I've watched Leverkusen this season. They're like all right, they're all right. Bayern Munich, they are favorites. Real Madrid, they are favorites. Benfica, you are favorites. Milan, you are favorites. Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, they are favorites against you.
Really?
PSG, it's all Atletico. Okay, Inter played Atletico Madrid last season. We were the better team in both legs and just lost. He has so much experience, bro. This guy Simeone, bro. He has so much experience in these competitions. And then everyone else, your favorite. Everyone else, your favorite.
Genoa.
Girona, no. Everyone else, your favorites ahead of them. So about like 6-7 teams. 6-7 teams.
So I would. So there's so 7 teams. So we're still top 10, but like
I would say anything can happen, bro. But I don't think you're gonna win the Champions League. It's gonna be.
I honestly thought going into the season more that we were better teams than half these guys. I'm shocked how a bunch of these teams are outperforming.
Things change because the circumstances and the way you play, to be honest. So it is what it is, It's just different. It's just different then.
It's going to be a tough competition to see where we finish. But hey, we're going to wrap it up here. Mo, really do appreciate it. It's a good conversation. I thought this was going to be a situation where you're going to have some uncomfortable truths for me, but you kind of agree with me. You think Arsenal can improve. We do need to improve.
Of course, there is improvement, of course.
People saying don't be arrogant. What?
He's not being arrogant.
I don't think Arsenal are being arrogant. I think that's actually being humble.
Who's arrogant? Anyway, guys, can we get to 100 likes before we leave this show? Is that possible?
Well, I have one problem. I think everyone just thinks I'm delusional. Why can't I support my team? Why is everyone else allowed to support their team, and when it comes to my team, I can't?
They think the same about Rory. They think the same about Ashraf. They think the same about Dayo.
Is it just an Arsenal thing?
No, yes. Yeah, kind of, yeah. No, they think Don is delusional, Shez, Ziad.
So Chelsea.
Yeah, but mostly Arsenal people are delusional.
I think people only see me arguing other fans on the terrace, and they don't see me enough having these kind of conversations where we actually break down stuff and have serious conversations.
It is what it is. It is.
You know what I mean? Because then people are going to get an impression of you. If I'm fighting Hamza on Husam's channel, and you just see me say a crazy take, or you see me on Dan's channel with fighting Northside talking about the Cronkies are not the problem. I don't think the Cronkies are the problem. What are you going to do? People are going to say, oh, Arsenal should win the league, but then they're saying the Cronkies are shit. How do we get in this situation if the Cronkies are shit?
Listen, I don't know about the ownership, but all I know is that the ownership spent a lot of money, though. But they always leave you short somehow, which is...
Bro, I think it's the people in charge, not the owners. The owners give them the money, give them the checks, say you can do what you need, and these guys...
Maybe you're right, yeah.
They're very frigid. But hey, I don't know how you guys compete in the Champions League and everything with the way that you guys been cheap in the past.
We have better coach at the and better players.
You think if we switch coaches, Arsenal would win the league?
You would have. I don't know. It's just different. It doesn't work. Football is not linear like this. It doesn't work like this. Really. Would you have a chance? Yeah. It's not linear like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't work.
Nah, I hear it. Anyways, bro, I'm gonna wrap it up here, man. I appreciate your time. Guys, don't forget to check out Mo's channel, Footy Judge Mo. You're gonna be live later today. What time are you live?
10 UK. Underdogs.
Underdogs. Who are you talking about?
The underdogs.
Liverpool.
The Liverpool show.
Yeah, these guys are top of the league.
Tomorrow we have an Arsenal show with Jess, Martin, and Giuseppe tomorrow on the channel at 8 p.m. UK. We got a lot of content. And we have a City show, believe it or not, on Friday, 8 as well. So, yeah.
There you go. I got an interesting show tomorrow. I got George and Deji coming on to talk about Tottenham.
What time?
At 5 o'clock.
Wow,
it's going to be a good one.
That's fun.
Anyways, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Big up Mo for joining me, and love everybody in the chat. Please do hit that like button, and of course, if you guys want to check out a VPN, go scan that QR code. Remember, you can get a free VPN for 24 hours if you just try it out. Just try it out. Anyways, we're out of here, people. Catch you guys later.